welcome to the latest in the HardyGroup Leadership Thought Series. Today I'm joined by Kath Cook, who is a wonderful coach, facilitator and leadership consultant currently working with the HardyGroup. It's really valuable to have the opportunity to talk to you today, Kath. As a former chief executive in Australia and New Zealand, you bring significant expertise to your work with the HardyGroup, and it's wonderful to have you on the team. I was hoping today we might be able to glean your insights and thoughts about the health reforms in New Zealand, in particular after a year of big changes in 2022 in New Zealand. What do you think will be the biggest challenge in New Zealand in terms of the reforms in 2023?
Thanks, Melanie. Well, you're absolutely right. The reforms are significant, and there's a transformation program that's got a good 2 years with the interim New Zealand health plan to roll out. So I think 2023 will be consolidating the leadership structures as they move through the organisations, both the Te Whatu Ora Health New Zealand and Te Aka Whai Ora, the Māori Health Authority, moving down to levels within the organisation, third and fourth tiers. So at the moment the focus has been those leadership levels, chief executives, their leadership teams, recruiting, and of course supporting the district health boards and other structures that have been disestablished to enable the new structures to come into being. And at the same time, the health system is under immense pressure in New Zealand. The workforce pressures are well known. New Zealand's not alone in that. They are, the same pressures as many other countries would be experiencing. So at the same time as we're establishing structures that focus on providing support to the front line, to the organisations, and delivering the best possible quality care to New Zealanders is going to be a real challenge.
And I think, Kath, many of the people that watch our Leadership Thought series are really interested in terms of the model of healthcare and services for Health New Zealand. What do you think the potential is there that others might look at and learn from?
Undoubtedly, this is about greater consistency and coherence, and most of all being true to New Zealand's Te Tiriti Treaty, a real focus on equity. It's well known that the outcomes for Māori are well behind those of other New Zealanders, and so this sets up an opportunity for a focus on co-governance with the two new entities, a focus on local support, delivery and monitoring through some new iwi Māori relationship boards. So I think getting that consistency across New Zealand, ensuring that all communities and individuals have the same opportunity to achieve the same health and wellbeing outcomes.
No, that's very interesting. And generally, Kath, drawing on your experience as a chief executive in healthcare, 2023 always offers us a new opportunity. What would your advice be to leaders in healthcare for 2023?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one, isn't it? What would my advice be to leaders in 2023? I think, a new year, thinking particularly about the context for New Zealand that those leaders will be operating within. I think it's a time to really think about how, as a leader, you can create that level of comfort with working within with ambiguity. So because the environment is like that, it's a fast-paced environment with change. So being able to I guess to use a term that's perhaps become a bit hackneyed and overused, but to pivot. So being able to actually be a bit iterative in your thinking, and of course looking after yourself. This calls on a huge amount of personal and team resilience. So as a leader, you need to be the best you can for the people that you're leading, and that means looking after yourself. And so focus on that internal and self-care as well.
I think that's a really great point for us to finish on today. Thank you, Kath, for joining us, and we look forward to 2023 and the journey together. Thank you.
Thanks, Melanie.